bad position though. And this was always here. You don't remember, but it was always here. Today, when I write some ideas, that's why I put the camera here. I was too lazy to set up a second camera. So I'm just gonna pull over this up, fix this like this. And this is trying to aim on me, but it's going to the patches on the back. Whatever. Let's put it here. This may work. This may work. So we're gonna start doing is that as you saw right now, I'll finish the stuff, and now let me just say, now let's just leave it this way. Yeah, let's leave it this way. I expect no one comes anyway, even if there are this stuff there. You can see a lot of stuff. You can see the yummy stuff here. Yummy book. Just finish that reading. Have a mess here. Lyov was right. He wouldn't keep this organized anywhere. But before jumping to this, because let's talk about the project of the dinosaur. That was fun, actually. I need to post it yet still, but it's something that I can do at night. But first, let's have this. This is usually how I wrote the behind the scenes videos. And everything starts. Let me see, I have the chat open. Everything starts just with this idea of me writing like. Can you write? Yeah. Like the project was, we call it Primal Hunt, right? Like it started because it was like a test from. I don't think that you see this now. If I put it down and I aim it here, I don't think that you see that. This is the lowest that the camera is going to go. Okay, but anyway, text doesn't matter a lot. As if you saw, let's say, let's go back to these images. You see a little bit of them, not too much. Although, are you blogging? You're not blogging. Okay, that's more for what we have right now. Right. So, as I was saying, like the book is just broken. This one is not good. It was today's audience. Dino appeal, right? So, do this. I think that viewing side is a thing, but also interaction. It would be a thing, but usually if we go to my, you can put it on my phone actually. So you can put, I'm gonna use the finger, I'm not gonna use the code. So if I put it here, what is it? Instagram, here. And I go here. Let's go to the ruler section. I don't think that you can see this. Where is the lens? Here is the lens. So usually there are low numbers, right? You see low numbers. I think probably the thermal ascent was high. That's 200, yeah. That's the highest. No, actually, this night was the highest. It's 3 and something. 332. So, and actually this was how it was made, actually, yeah. I'm not gonna put it on because that's copyright music. So, if we look at this, it's usually an average of 200. I think that the one that has the most here, there is one with 1,000. Yeah. It was this. Oh, this is the tutorial that I post, and also where is it? This. I like this one. Superliminal theme. Like I noticed that I have an error there because I have my image with like the powder when it's transformed into a plane. It should be uh, not catching the shadows, which I was doing, and that's why it looks bad. But outside that, I am glad with this. I don't remember what was the theme of this. Yeah, I don't know why it was inspired of this, but I like that one. But that's there. If we go to the normal shorts, actually, here. Where do you saw it here? So usually, you made, for example, 100, and it was not short, so that's impressive. But outside that, only, I mean, the terrace entry got the most, and it's earning more and more as it's going. But as far as I know, yeah, like usually not so many views. Like I remember that I know I have one that is edited. I don't think that I published yet. I don't know why. Anyway, so if we look at this, it's usually no interaction and no editing. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this, but let's mention it right now. Um, let's mention it right now. If I open YouTube, let's mention it right now. Is that I think to do this and post here the behind the scenes videos and all of that. So coming back to Prima Hunt, the point was test the dinosaurs breeding and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna leave time to do the other one. Oh, an hour, yeah, probably. So how do we can use views and interactions. So I'm gonna use a specific one and not like add it all because that would be too much work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna look and do it the most perfect way that you can do it. And with that, well, if I put myself here, you should saw me. When is that up here, you don't see me. So I will say that if this is an if, I get more than this, I will be like on this one. I don't think that I had anything, so if we have at least one, I will change and work on a dino game. Right? Basically, the idea is you are a hunter, and what you do is that you are like a hunter, and you go to survive so you can hunt and you can also pet the dinosaurs. So I will be looking for how to do stuff like that. It will be, I don't know the story yet that I wanna tell. I have a couple ideas, but I have also the idea to have multiple main characters, but that will be super hard. So I will focus on. It was the hunter. It was inspired to this game, so it was also like a time travel. But it would. I don't think it will be time travel. It would be more like. I will call it more like a dream travel. Probably. I don't know. I need to find a better way to say that. Better way. A better way. Yeah, that's okay. So that's a thing. What else? Views though, let's see. From the ones, I'm going to focus on the shorts from last month. So around 100, I would say that it's the interactions. I mean comments more than likes, right? Views, I would say this goes to, I would take views and likes ratio, I would say, right? Because likes, probably you have something like this. I don't think I posted superliminal here. Or is it? No, it's not. I don't think so. Let's wrap the, for example, the cake was real on Happy Room. So that's 1.3. Oh, it's almost like a 10%. If I will be 100, it's like a 10%, which is somehow what you want. So from views, let's hit 4, because that's something that we can try to get good. Let's see. I mean, I wanna hit something that is visible, that it's 300 views. And then we can go for the likes. This is usually how I write over it. All jumbles and jumbles like this. Like you, sometimes I write good, but sometimes not. So if we get this, I would have expecting let's say a 30%. I think that usually you get like a 10% ratio of this. Like that's usually how I have noticed it. Sometimes it's less. For example, you may have 117 and I got 7, which is less than 10%. Because 10% will be like 11, at least 10. So let's think that if we get 40, right? 40. So hitting the dream, I mean, this right now it's just Q in the what position will be 10th position of editing, right? Like it will be on position 10. Right now it's idea number 10 priority, being one the most important idea. So let's say that every one of these clients said, yeah, every one of these claims the idea, let's say, no, I want to be on this one, so probably you climb to 4 if you do that. Then, well, actually this shouldn't be here now. So I have 8 ideas, and one is just doing stuff that doesn't make sense. So, and one is actually not an idea. So this one and this one, I would say that let's say if the views it's accomplished, then we are going to move it to position, let's say, I think that 4, oh wait, no, it will be, actually it will be position 3. Yeah, let's have it on, if views, let's have it on position 3, which means that it's like this thread that I want to start today. I don't know if I'm going to start it. Well, I have started, I don't know if I'm going to start it on the stream. but uh, we move it on position 3 with which it will be like working on it some days but not always. Position 1 is working on it always. Position 2 is some days, and almost every day position 2 I am seeing. Yeah, like position 1 will be every day, position 2 will be something like, actually position 3 got also all possible days, but if I work on something like this primal hunt idea, it will be replaced by that, so that's what it is. So if at least 3, so if 300, then we move it to now. If that is accomplished, and like even if views are not accomplished, and because it will be a better ratio actually, and then we have the likes. I think that's the next one. It's at least 40, then we move it to post 2, and finally if we, let's say, the interactions or comments, let's say useful, right, like interesting or something like that, let's just omit like let's say you avoid those who are just like are not useful at all, like because I think you may got somehow. Yeah, like for example how you do it, or like good video or stuff like that, it would be more like, for example, first to watch, it's not, or like when they say that accomplish what you want to show, it is important. Now I saw that people wanted to see Natron VFX tutorials, but I never tested Natron. I actually get too used to, because I don't do very complex stuff, and if I do complex stuff, I do it just mainly on Blender, or now I am in Real and using simple stuff, so everything can be done inside Resolve actually. So anyway, the mention is not going to be used for that. It's only going to be the gameplays as short films, and the actually short films like this one, or like this dino hunt. So because it's to show dinosaur appeal, like something that I say is that what I need to talk is about let's talk about the description. I think I have a frame. I have just gonna put a frame of the thing as a thumbnail. So for description, I will have something generic to talk about primal life. And this, I will say that this, if I wanna push it towards the game, here I have an idea, because I want a game to be like low poly, and I have a reason for it to be low poly, and because this is just low quality, like if it was found footage, you can say. But I will say something like I need to talk about the resolution. We need to talk about tech progress in the description. I also want to talk about something like simulations. I wanna go on this route to this because I think it's fitting to the purpose of it. So we have that. Then usually this is done at the beginning. I just do it right now because I thought it would be good to see. And so I think that I have it rated like planning for the future. So that's something. So we know what started, what is next from this, and actually need to write it one. Need to put it what is next from this, and finally we do the stuff that is what I learned and what could be useful, right? Like something is that chromatic aberration keeps this old feeling, somehow keeps that old feeling. Like if we go back to this, you somehow get stopped at working. Especially on the trees is where it feels this idea of it's old, but it's somehow in special moment. So that's something. Other thing it's that there is not like if I don't wanna pay stuff, like there is not much dinosaurs. And it's also like hard to variations of them. Like I feel that if I do it in a low poly, I can just create low poly textures from the beginning and so on, and therefore I can have good stuff. What else? I try to do like what is the name of it? Like mosaic blur everything to be more low quality, but that just look cheap and it's not what it's not the idea, not good. So I basically did nothing. I just enhanced the post processing that I did to a result in real. So also something is because the bones didn't work on dinos. So which I would say that probably ideally it will be better to work on them on Blender and then use Unreal just to do some small tweaks that I did in The Witcher. Because one, I think that if the cinematics are great for the game, you will need to do other stuff. Also, I will go for another look. Probably I need the story. I have an idea how the story is going to go, but I need to sit down and write what story that I want and what I feel that is the most important, so you start looking at it. So I think those are mainly important things, because the rest it was just stuff that I learned from before. Like for example, let's just write it here. Just call it like this because I know what it means and put it as an book. So this one, I think I didn't have it stored for a long time. It was just a couple. I think that was what I was working on, the Eternal Ascent entry. I started to watch this. I did some of the things that probably I probably could show you if I do this. If I put this here, you can actually, then I do this, and then I'm gonna do some jankies. That's not what I wanna do, but this one. So you can see. Let me see. I think you need to do this. Yeah, we are watching it now. So there are the stuff, right? Like some of them I didn't do much. Like for example, this. I'm having trouble with keeping the same speed on the not the speed, the volume of the drawings, but somehow like I understand like this is just wanking. This is drawing. I think is the word. The running screen roll that looks like a super giant stuff, but it's okay. I like this one. Um, I understand this stuff. Why you don't see anything on this one? I don't know. What you only see on that one, I have no idea. What you only see? Well, you can see this one. This is for timing stuff. That it was just showing you how to do stuff, and it's basically me looking at the drawings and trying to follow the more exact that they are. Oh, this about speaking, I think that was great. About expressions, blinking, how do you need to display stuff. Let's see which one works. Probably because I am on drama. No. Just looking that there is no. When you are doing this, it's because it's on this mode. Oh, you can see here the drawings. Then we go to this one. It's showing all of them because they are all of here. Okay, so this one about anticipation. Oh, actually, I need to do this and put it, let's say, like this. So I think that this one, the rock was the one that I got from this bunch. The rock was the one that I had more fun learning because it's just that you need to see that it is heavy without saying that oh it's heavy, so you take time to understand. Like on this one it's looking at the umbrella, then foam. Which one was funny? This about breaking limbs. That's because basically this position is impossible to have. Bonks, yeah, slamming. Let's put it here. So it's looping. So here you can also see the same principle of just putting the arms in impossible positions. This one was talking about how you need to keep like a tracing, and of course this is stiff, right? You should have more stuff like this, like you move all your body, but this was more like you focus on this specific area, work like this. I think that it was just me using power of digital animation. That was a fun one. Actually, because it shows you. Because when they show this, it's basically showing you that you can give personality just to modifying something in the work. This one about expressions and yeah, like how you make changes on the face. When you change this, you can go higher. Yeah, this about jumping. That is basically then you anticipate and you do the action. The faces are basically just like how you don't just go. On this one, you should go frame. Like it's the point is to go from here to here, but you can do stuff that it just says you should up there differently. These are runs, just start fast. Basically, it's just learning different stuff. This was the last one that I did. This was just small bird, the horsey, just to get the idea. Thing, yeah, this one is just to show that you just don't put the like if a computer will put it like here the nose, but it's better to just modify it to get better stuff. This one is how to show strength, quick actions. And why can't this jump when they are just running? This one was hard, so I stopped doing these hard drawings and just analyzing them. This was when I was learning just the points of stuff, like you can see it's bad. This was probably one of the first. There was also another one that I wanna test. Basic one. Another one. But with the arm, so you get the idea of the arm swing. Some different runnings. Like how they change stuff, like for example here the feet go more towards this side. More runs to show how different people should run, like someone fat, someone athletic. And moving stuff like not the same position, like having moving after even one part moves, that's something like this was funny to do actually. Sneaking, that's also something interesting because you can have like the quick sneaking, someone that is more steady, someone that is just more slow moving. This was just learning the bounces and how to place spacing. Showed you this already, more walks, a lot of walks, and this one, it was just to show weight different ways. But yeah, it was actually fun to do stuff like that. That's not what I want to show you. This one, I tried to use this one, but it didn't work. Yeah, it was so fun to do that. So, guess that this I'm not going to do more projects. I think it's fun to do just that and just do it and do small stuff. Like I think this won't be one of the few times that I show you how or what I did actually. You are dying. Other times I wouldn't do that. So what I'm gonna do is just to pull up here my scripting that I have already, and it's looking for my folder. Where is it? Let's put it on that one. Yes, this one. And I think that I have already started. I'm gonna show you. There are some drawings here. some ideas quickly. Also some plan that I have for the Spider-Man. Even though someday I will come back to this and see which ones are funny to do it on different ways. Here is something that you will see not soon, because usually I do something happens and I just break it and do to the next one. So this is basically the idea. Um, Usually you say that something that the books say that I have wrote this is so you for telling you and I forgot. Basically it's like help me to understand now finally to what are the principles and how they are used with just those simple examples. It's just upon me to improve them. Also, like, you need to have fun on what you do, especially on this that is super patient. You can see when I was just probably spending too much time doing it, and it was just not good results as when I was having fun. Like the ones that I have fun are the ones that I feel that are the best ones. They also speak about using a reference video, especially because this came before animation, because there is a section in the end when it's speaking about the realism in animated films, right? Like you have, for example, your Pixar's that they go for a photorealism stuff that's starting to exist at that time, right? When the first edition came on, so they speak that hey, it's this difference, and actually animation is art because it was to show stuff that actual people couldn't do. And then that was shift again to something more realistic, to Pixar, Disney, all of them going for even the photorealistic rendering. Then you have, I think Spider-Verse was the first one to do it, but it was the first to be successful doing it. Then you have now all trying to go back to these exaggerated and more unrealistic ways to move, but still feeling the realism. Because in the end, that's how all of this works actually. Like how it is. It's just to make something that doesn't exist feel that somehow exists. So that's something also, like if you use mockup stuff like that, you need to change it because, and it's something that I actually see, especially when there are the all montages that you see that someone did a big character and they just slap the animation on it. It's just like it feels wrong because it shouldn't move that way, right? But that's because you usually are not focusing on that. Most of the people is focusing on the scenery, even myself, and I think I have a different approach for next time. Also mentions that if you don't know something, you do it, or you learn how to do it. You study it and you learn it, which is very important. I think that that's something that I also want to speak of. That is that talks about directing. Uh, Basically, like how you should separate every person, right? Because you go for this person knows more about those this specific thing, right? But it's also like you put the most effort and you give the best from the beginning and just the best moment. So I feel that first needs to be good not good visually, but also like the quality of the visuals should be good, and you start going less on this. Like the beginning and the end should be great. Then you should have like the key moments where something is important, telling stuff like that. Also, it clarifies that I have been doing like accidentally stuff, right? That is just planify from the beginning, so you don't correct anything, just a small tweaks in the end. So it's just like if your idea, your core idea works, you don't have to like basically this the quick storyboarding. Like if that works on this first approach, you don't need to do anything else. Actually, I should flip the camera so you see it properly. Yeah, so you, as far as you progress in the steps, you should correct less. And the last one is basically um, saying that, or like what I took the most important of it is like believe in your work, believe in yourself. I think that's the most important part, because in the end you do not have a finished, like you saw in the T-Rex, right? Like you saw it started being very junky and somehow slowly turned out into something like it's not perfect, but with the rig that I have and everything, it was just like the best that I could give. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you now, going to this, actually have this for the Spider-Man that I have been working on, animation, and I think that oh yeah, I have somehow today, and I should be doing that, but somehow I choose to do this. Anyway, errors happen, it does not matter, because there is stuff here. I'm seeing if you watch this, so I'm gonna put it in. Basically the story is this one, right? Like it's going to start because the frame rate is now start. When I started, the idea it was for something that was going to happen, like the big end. Have no idea how to separate stories, and it's going to be telling stories from one sort of perspective or set of stories that are connected with a single theme, and this will be like the, I don't know if it will be farewell or I wanted to say about new beginning themes, or probably like the connection of both, because it will make sense if I am able to finish everything. So you see that it's going to see this little fella, right? It's going to be important and it has name. I'm gonna put the name here. So the name is Ashkoal. So I would think that these videos, streams, would be somehow like the behind the scenes that I'm gonna have. So I don't work on behind, unless that something important happens, I will do it. But that I find, like I don't find how to do something, I do a lot of experiments, that's when I will do the behind the scenes extra video. So you have this little fella, squad here. Names are important, so if you, I'm thinking you, yeah, you can see it. You can see the name. If you see, if you look, one part is something that you probably, I mean, it's on the name itself, the name, because the room is this, at least I am messing up with my door again, giving you hints how to solve something that it will be on this video actually. Yeah, it will be. Actually, it will be. You have surprisingly live. You have. The idea is to show this as some sort of flashback visions of what happened. Like you have this two happening. You see again a squad eating a turtle. This I need to change this to be more specific, but this will be more like a space turtle to show something. I already have said what are my interpretation and meaning of turtles, if I am right. Right. Shorts. What is the short of the turtle? Short of the, yeah, turtle. Title says everything here, and I save the phone. Title says everything there. These are supposed to be planets exploding. Don't judge me because I didn't know how to do that. I'm just putting this out of my brains. this flower, part of a poem, celestial flower. You should remember this. Titans, elemental titans, they just look like, you don't see that properly. They just look like, I think that you see them. No, you don't see like here. Titans, they are more important that you, like, just think of Hercules from Disney, those guys. But I don't wanna do the basic Titans. I wanna do something that they look more elemental, that they actually exist there. Like the darkness coming to the darkness, interpreted as you want it to be. Like this section, she's going to be abstract, different styles to show that series is going to have different styles, different stories are all interconnected, and a fire hummingbird emerging and illuminating the darkness, which is the end. Actually, I think that, yeah, I have a story how it's beginning because of Lyle and why it ended the way that it's going to end. Monash, it's basically showing you stuff that should happen. This set up in real stuff, and I'm gonna change the story. I actually have written this before, but because it was written for the idea of this is going to happen, I changed it to the idea of this already happened, and because it was telling the story of the present, but now I wanted to show also like I was working on this project. Then more stuff and surprisingly more symbols. So stuff that happens, it's if it's not something that is, hopefully I get to a point where stuff like this looks obviously that wasn't there in the beginning. Although this is a little of practical effects. I'm gonna put this back in the wall here. I changed the stuff because I told you that of course I always have this, but like now placing the camera here was obvious that this wasn't here when I was doing, for example, Diablo stream, because I think after that was when I changed to this. Stuff happened. There is a little Monica here. You can actually somehow see it. And then it's going to focus on this little fella. Why? I don't know. Just guessing. Because there is something that is not as it may seem to be. So if I'm right, I end up having, I have here also like shooting list of practical stuff which has more stuff, and I'm not going to show you that. So yeah, it happens on this one, and the idea is that because I am doing this in English, the video, or because I mean it has a reason of languages too. So because I know that I don't know if I have that function, but I know there is this function where you can upload different languages to the stuff, and I wouldn't have problems doing, let's say, both options, like both languages, recording both languages. But languages are going to be important on the story because they have a main purpose in the story. And once you know it, you will think different of why I'm doing these streams in this language. It will be important to show that. It's mostly about duality, about what it is perceived by some characters that believe to be more important on speaking one language over the other language, being more like in history will be more like this is the good language and this is the evil language, something like that is the idea. Which one is which one? I think that you can get an idea from what is my native language, which one I can conceive as the good one, but it's just like good in this quote unquote term of I would say that this quote unquote idea of yin and yang sort of stuff. So I ended up sequence 2, yeah, with basically, yeah, I have this one. But I don't know if I rated this one. It's 2CF1. Okay, yeah, this is the last one. So this is basically zooming on the mask, focusing. Like, remember this is past. I need to show how. I think I'm gonna show it on the screen on the monitor to show that, hey, this happened last year, not today, during last year. So it's like, this happened this way. I don't know how to show that the beginning is set up on present days. I need to find a way to show that this section is happening on present days. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, so it happens this. So it says, no pasará nada, I promise, trust me. This one I have a very cool idea because you can see there is not speaking character, but for there is a reason for my character to understand character. So it's funny. It's going to be funny because the story didn't change, but how I am going to tell the story changed a lot. Or what I wanna show mainly, and what you are dead. This is supposed to be Ole from Bramble. It doesn't look like Ole. It's only Ole. I don't know. I played the demo when it came out. Didn't play the full game, but it's okay. So we have that. Then we have, luckily have mirror from me, so you can have like the good references. Remember I have another pencil here that it was not strong enough, but I don't think they wanna use that. How strong? I had another one, but I don't know where I left it. Probably it's on the floor somehow, lost in the abyss. So this scene is, I don't know if I wanna keep having this. Probably this shouldn't be this number, this camera angle. So I'm having it like a scene plays on based on location of the base, because these are the same scene even when there is different stuff, because they're flashing on the eye. Then we have this one, for example, and the last letters that I'm using is just for the camera angle that I am having. So here, I don't know if I wanna have, let me see what I write here. Yeah, I probably wanna have the white shot here. Yeah, to connect everything. So let me see how I brought this. I don't know if you are watching this. Yeah, just somehow look at this. Yeah, like this is basically how it will be if I have only the laptop but not this computer, which it's going to be somehow hard to do. But anyway, we have this stuff here, little like this. So we have the shirt, which if I am just saying like, alright, at this point I am like, alright, I'm gonna do that thing just because you say it's going to be okay. I don't know, probably I think I want this to be, do I have a close up? Because I need to show the expression that I guess, and if you have a wide shot you don't see I mean, you can see it, but you don't see the same way. You don't have the same weight on it. Where is my eraser? It's lost in the abyss, in the cataclysm. I don't know, where is it? Pen. Where is it? I don't know, where is it? Actually, this makes sense because this is a replacement of this one. We have this one, but it's a little scuffed there. That's why I'm gonna use it. Just try to not delete everything. Like, actually, here I need to have it on the actual. This is. I think this pencil is just too strong. It should be. There was another one, but I don't know where it have it. I need to organize this. I'm never going to do it, but I should do it. Anyway, you have character portrayed by me, or probably me. No, it's going to be me. It's going to be not gonna mess up with you. This is supposed to be me. Like, you are like this, so I'm gonna have this. Eyes are here. Eyes are here. Mouth should be open like this. Like, this doesn't look like I wanna, like what I was aiming for, but whatsoever. Just quick sketches. Like, this shouldn't be taking too long actually. Like this, so probably he moves the arms a little bit. Shoulders should be a little down more than they were previously. Let's have this. Actually, I put it wrong, isn't it? Yeah, I put it wrong. So we say that this is mirror because I put it wrong. Because this should be more like, actually, it should be the same as this one. Or this one. Like this frames. So you say this mirror, it does not matter. We have symbol, magic room, that is just, when I told you what it was supposed to be. This is like basically Dream Reality Studio. I don't know why I say that. That's a good idea actually. Dream Reality symbol is just this, like a two mirror arcs that are just like this. Like this. Like just like this without. How do I show you this? Going back. Dream Reality symbol is just this. There's just two arcs close together. It's just two arcs basically. You have two arcs like this. So one R and the other R is mirrored, symbolic of what it means. It has basically on the runes, it's spelled like that. Run, just like that. There are two symbols actually. The dead actually it's just going to be like the mundane way to say dead. This one actually, you see it. Yeah, this one. It's just the mundane way to say dead. I'm still looking for another one way to say, but haven't found it. So you have this scene and this one. You can see that stuff. I want to remove you from here so they see that. So here there is no dialogue, so it's going to be just like that, like. So I'm gonna put this exhales. So we know that exhales. So he exhales, and then it's going to walk now. He should walk. Let me see just how I put this. here you should have this section, the computer is here, because the point is that this moment, actually this moment is just what happened, like for real, this is what happened. This is supposed to be happening in reality, so that's why I want to use different styles, because I want to differentiate when it's something that is inside the dream world, something that is on the reality realm, and stuff like that. So you have me, you have here this one. I also think that I mess up this one because you should be, actually not so much. This one, so you have the mask here, yeah, you have the mask around here. Important, very important, the mask actually is going to be more important than you would imagine. So this one, we have the bed. Actually bed haven't changed a lot, I mean a little bit, but now I changed notation. It's also the mirror, the window. There was a point and I thought to show it just like mirrors, stuff like the story before, like when I was just conceiving the story, it was like, oh yeah, just mirrors, mirror war, but I didn't like that idea. So we have little Sue here, I just draw silhouettes, and then we have supposedly chair here, so the chair is here. Gonna put this to show the arms. Then basically you have me walking towards this side, not going to grab the mask. That's not gonna happen yet. So this, I didn't name you, so you should be this 2, 5, and you should be 8. Yeah. It's 2. Camera A, number 2. Now we go to, so he grabs this, and I think that I wanna focus on another stuff, another close-up next time, another special close-up. So I'm thinking how to show this close-up. I think that I wanna show this way, so you can see a little of the mask, so you have an idea of where this thing is existing. So you have an idea where in location this is. And this here. So it should be, actually I want the other one, so I'm gonna just mirror this, because also this is going to be somehow not so much important, but I also want to make use of the hands, and which hand is used to do what. I mean, actually it is important though. And then I'm gonna have here this opens, so here I have it named G, and this one it will be more something like, I have actually this what it should be, so it will be something like this. Open this, pulls up this, and looks for the rooms like this. It's going to pull this, I need this room, oh I need this room, I put this room, it's actually not that room, because the other room I have it in front of me. It's going to be like this, and it's like, oh yeah, I need this room, and I need this room. This is my favorite room actually, Targagash room. Actually Lion is good, so it's good too. Targagash is just something that I don't know, it's just a scary thing, because if you saw him, your worst nightmare is going to become real. At one point, he can give you one wish, but at one point, he's going to take you his payment, and you're not gonna like it. So he puts up the runes just like that. I think that I wanna do this like an FPS shot actually. Actually, it's not kind of like that. It's called like a POV shot. So the hand shouldn't be here. That's stupid of me. The hand should be this way. You know, I don't have my eraser. I'm gonna have what I have. Mm-hmm. Can I finish this? Yeah, I can finish this. It's almost over here at this point, the stream. So you go here. So if I have this, yep, I'm gonna have this POV shot as a continuous shot. So I'm just gonna separate it to places where it can be cut because quick turns. Because if you do this, I can have a cut there. And people know at this point, I guess. G2. So here, if I am looking to the dress like that, like not the dress, the dresser here, I probably need to paint this stuff to have it someday. I don't remember the room. Then what we can have here is he turns, the camera turns. I have color, so I can do this. I like to put red when it's camera, put it a little of 3D arrow there to show that the camera is going to move this way. And then it's going to pass through Sue especially. So she should be. I have it here, but this is a close up. And this I should probably do. I have color. I have a color. So I have like this the window. So I'm gonna have the window to be a yellowy color, frame this way. You have an idea what the embroider. Eyebrows. About this. Something like this. I don't remember how to draw a dog. Is that possible to do it? I'm gonna do it just the most holy way possible. Like this. I have an idea how to draw it. Actually, you should go more like this and more like this. Okay, yeah. If you show something this way, it's just to show that it's very big or very powerful. When you don't frame it completely on the scene, you show how powerful this character is. Like this, you should go like this. I'm sorry, yes. Ugly drawings, but actually these drawings are just to see if I'm gonna put it an animation and see if these drawings work. So that's second phase. Then we can change, and then we keep, because it's rotating, we keep rotating here. We keep rotating the camera there, and now we are gonna have the desk here, which the main thing on the desk is the computer, so I should put the computer here. Actually, I should put it smaller. I'm having the little monkers here, and I don't know how to do a bow because it's the opposite side. Even when it's the simplest bow, I cannot do it. It looks like a Miku from this point. Like this, it's not constipated. We have the QR code here. It's important to remember that I have the QR code, the smiley face or the sad face, this computer. This one, I'm just going to walk from this. I wanna walk until this frame here. So I'm gonna frame this specific scene. Yeah, so I should do. So I'm going to walk forward on the camera here while focusing on the monkeys there. So this is the same shot still. And here I should have the speaking. Okay, 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 so I'm only gonna have this specific dialogue that I am speaking of. So then we go to a more I don't know if I wanna go back to this camera angle. Can it work? Or do I have a wide shot? Okay. I guess that I wanna focus still on the characters. So I'm gonna put this one. And this one, it's going to be an important shot. Sometimes I drew myself differently as it's just the way that I drew stuff. Like I am not that big, so I'm gonna remove this. Hair goes here, hair goes here, hair goes here. Big nose like the one on the wizard. Yeah, it looks sad, a little sad because it's gonna happen. Here we should still have the monkers symbol of a dead rat symbol plus some rays and like somehow a heel. Actually, why did I put those? Because they came from the other symbols that make this. Oh yeah, because the ash symbol is just like a chicken feet print. I need to put here my hands because I need to do this. Is doing a quote symbol. I mess up the hand a little bit, yeah. That way I know what part of the script is. Because it's like I can't do tools. I can do stuff. I don't know if I wanna have this. Let's see. Okay, there is blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna do it more like in a tone that it will be. It's like okay, blah 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 blah. Ara pa pa pa. Ta 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 ta. Pap para pa pa para pa para pa. Ma para pa para pom. But if not what all agreed to be true, you soon will understand that nothing is real. And then I guess that here we change to a Monica close-up because that's necessary. This is not the same as this one. This is a scene, this is camera B. I don't know which. So you are D6 and you Monica should be 7. It's B. Yeah, because I have camera angle number the camera angles and then I mess up, it's going to be a problem. Though when I am changing it to here towards the script for planning, it's going to be okay. So now Monica is here. I should have something like this. So you have this, the keyboard here. You have the keyboard here. You have Monica Monica, he's dying, and I guess that I'm gonna even put it closer like this actually. Oh no, she's always like torso. It's like, she's not always torso, I am doing it again wrong. It's just like this. How hard is that? So she's sad, she's crying at this point, tears coming from her face. It's so sad to say farewell. Then I can put a shadow here that implies that my hand is coming. Actually, this should be the left hand. And now I'm just going to imply the hand is coming from here. The hand is going to come here, and the lid is going to be closed, right? So here is going to be like farewell. Like it's like this, and it's going to be like this action. I don't know if you have seen this. Yeah, I've seen this. So this is, I use the here. Like camera is this is position. It's going to be like farewell, Monica. Close this, and I guess I wanna keep this scene going. So I'm gonna put. I think I have a way to say that it was the same scene, but I'm gonna, though. So I wanna have it on the same take. Also here, and here at this point, he says farewell, Monica. Yep. So I will say that I need to close the lid of the computer. Do you remember I have on the computer here, it will be here 9 and 3/4 stuff. Actually you should have it here 9 and 3/4 stuff, but I'm gonna to show you different stuff, and I just mess up because if you need the font circle, and I'm gonna use other symbol that it's very common to give you a hint of what this is going to be. I'm gonna have this here. Like this was a different plan, but I wanna have you here now. Because now, what runes did I put? Yeah, I put surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. This rune, I think you recognize it with this way. I put this rune. Actually, I wanna have hit just the rune, that rune, and probably placing should be different. Actually, no, yeah, actually it's good placement because equilibrium. Yeah, this is the proper placement. So rune, it's so scoff here. No, not just this rune. It's not looking like that. Usually, this is scoff, but he places the runes. Place runes because runes can be used for chanting magic in reality. Then we go to. I guess that here I will go for the. I want to go here for the idea of. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go here for the white shot again. Although, yeah, because it's here. So, ideally, I will have this like this. Ideally, I will have a shot from here towards here. But I guess that this can work actually for a framing perspective. let's just think of this properly. So we have the computer here with the three circles. We have me dancing to the chanting magics. Like this is me. It's going to be like this. I'm gonna go for exaggerated, so let's go for exaggerated because this is powerful spell, needs to be exaggerated. We have here someone who is also helping this stuff. Like at this point, I guess I didn't imagine this, but you can see at this point who is casting the spell and what can it mean, why a spell wasn't supposed to happen. Although it's just a mysterious stuff, actually, if you ask me. It's just a mystery of who is chanting the spell. So here we have also did a very bad drawing, but also have small baby here. So you are here, small baby. And then something that I wanna show. I don't have blue. I have blue. I don't have purple, do I? I should have purple. Should I have used purple? I don't have purple, but I have blue. So I'm gonna have something like this to give you an idea of what's going on. We have orange. I'm gonna use orange as golden. So golden. And I'm gonna use red if I have a red. As a, because I don't think that I can mix these colors. They are two scuff colors. No. Blue-ish. So I'm gonna have it just red. And this is just implying that this is glowing. So glowing. And me not glowing, because I am not the conduct of magic. I'm using this as a conduct of magic. This is just to show that I am not doing the magic. It's just like somehow the symbols are just working for me, but I am not the one casting the symbols, right? Like that's clear? I guess so. So I am doing this, and then what it should happen is almost the same framing. You know, you have almost the same framing here. You have the mask, you have the bed, you have Sue, she cannot climb there anymore. It's too dangerous for her. How I wanna do that? Probably CGI? Question mark? Yeah, probably say someone to do this because scanning her with this thing possible to move upon. Then I need to show personality character. I think at this point, what if I have it this as a good impact frame? I mean, you cannot learn, you cannot know what is that and not wanna to do one of those. So you see that this was charging up, and then you go up a beam here of energy going up. He just goes here as protection. Okay, the two becomes like here they're going to be just like this dancing. Let's say that they are doing this laser dancing, and then they shoot this purple stuff, purple golden stuff. also need to have this green flare flying, implies that Monica lives there. And then we have the spell. I don't know how to show this. I think I described this wrong on the screen. So, like this. So at this point, the next step on this is that we go. I think I did it too square. Anyway, it's okay. We should have. I need to visualize how to show this because we can do option 1. I have option 1 that is to show this as I have it intentionally at the beginning like this. Beacon is going here, right? This is the roof. Option 2 is that we actually, if we imply that some debris fall here, right, like debris fall here, debris falls, you know that debris falls, if I imply that, then I can have this being a different scene 3H. It's in 3A1. So here we have the sky. No, this is the sky. Here, beautifully done. We have a big explosion here. I'll put it on orange because the beam was orange. So we have the beam going here up. And then we can have a big explosion here. So here we have explosion going there. Then the explosion can go inwards, like it's like an implosion. Explosion. Implosion. I don't know if there is reference to that, but okay. Then we have should be this side, I guess. A thing here, and from this thing, guess who is going to come? Is going to come someone, 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 someone. That looks ugly. Probably just want the shadow here, I want the silhouette, because this is going to be bright. Want just the silhouette here coming. I want this also to show that there are many explosions happening here. Yeah, like this way. I don't think I wanna use the rune there anymore. I think the rune, I should have it here that transforms from this to the other rune because they are connected, right? So it turns from here to this one. I think that's how I'm gonna show you, because on this one I do not have idea how to. Right, so then here we have now the clouds became storm clouds, and then we have lighting here, and then we can have another good impact here somehow, and then will be this one. Yeah, and this is the dialogue and the final scene. Guess this is a good frame, so let's mark now what I feel that are the more important shots, and it's this one. It's an important shot. I think that these three are important too, like these three. Let's call this all important. And from here all of these middle not so important, but they do the trick. And also all this opening section, only scene 1 is important, scene 2 is not so important, merging to scene 3 is importantly. Yeah, that would be the idea. It's actually need to finish this planning and making it happen actually. But that's just priority 3. Well, it will be priority 2 at this point, so some days I will work on it, others don't. We focus more now on probably doing something for streaming, like Spider-Man. I have been working with this. Oh no, I think I wanna work on that now. Probably a little bit, I don't know. Just a small Spider-Man. I mean, I'm actually having good progress on that. It's just going. Just grab this Lego Spider-Man that is not useful, but it's basically jumping on a building. Now it's swinging, going to a building. It's coming here, climbs here, does a flip, actually going there. I'm just going in this point, doing the flip. And then when he lands the flip, probably I'm gonna make him jump. Like he's going to land, hit the flip, and jump over the frame. Unless that I have another idea what to do on a parkour movement. What can be done? I don't know. But yep, that's all. We finished that. I need to publish the thing actually. I need to publish that thing. Then I don't know what else I wanna do. But yep, that's all. I don't know when I'm gonna be back again. Probably tomorrow if I have if I want tomorrow to do the Spider-Man, probably finishing tomorrow, unless that is just like finishing today and need to do just small touches and rendering. It wouldn't do, because that's what I was doing before this started, like rendering, doing the compositing and stuff like that. So that's why it turned off being the way that it is. So yeah, finishing this, it was fun. It was fun doing that. Let's see what else brings the tomorrow for, because I don't think that you have today the boats yet. No, boats are not yet. There are some crazy missions. There is one that have the same, not the same, but a similar approach to hunt like me. Which one? That's an interesting problem. Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, I wanna focus on doing not this. What will be third? I actually need to put on third something else. I guess I wanna rotate this. Yeah, I wanna rotate this. So I'm gonna put on third the sorcerer. I don't know. I wanna see. The point to watch is the sorcerer will go for Diablo actually. Like going there to there's Diablo. If it goes well again. We might be, as I say, working those things as small projects. This I will see how to put it on a big project. And yeah, that's